And we are starting things off with in a gym. I love your background there, Seranok.
Thank you.
It's very fitting with that with that shirt that you've got going right there. It is it's a devastating loss to have that one kind of turn around in favor of wildcard gaming. So I guess just to start things off with game number one, it kind of felt a little bit slower than usual for you guys. Usually you kind of come out the gates, you hit the ground running, and you try to find as many early advantages as you can. Obviously, it ended in 40 minutes. What was kind of the reason or the thinking behind starting this one a little bit slower than usual?
I think that one of the reasons that it was like a slower, it was because they were like heavily playing towards mid. Like you could tell on game one, they were like heavily playing towards mid. So it was like I feel like we were after that we were like very reactive in the game, so we couldn't really like have the game to our favor. So we kind of like slowly scale and like trying to get back into the game, but it was like way too hard because we get so many objectives and so much stuff for free.
Yeah, and kind of talking about objective two and going into game number two, you guys had every objective, right? Going
Mhm.
into the Dragon Soul that ended up being stolen. What do you guys do kind of in those scenarios to try to recover, or what is going through your minds when things start to kind of take a turn for the worse that you notice to maybe keep you guys on track, and maybe what went wrong with that one today?
Okay, that was like a little bit unexpected. I think it was like a miscommunication by everyone on the team because we had the Dragon Soul secure, but we honestly communicated so bad. But after that, it's like especially me, I'm like really good at like calming down the team, be like, okay, don't focus about that, let's move on and move on to the next play. But I mean, they play better as a team. Like they know how to play from behind, they know how to play also when they have an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, they were better.
Yeah, well, better from behind than we've seen them in the past. I'm not going to lie about that. But you know what? I'll say that I'll ask you, I guess, a personal question here.
Mhm.
If there's one thing really that you could have changed, and I'm assuming maybe just based on your previous response, I kind of know the direction. If there's one thing you could have changed, whether it's about your individual play style there, whether it's about something that happened within the team that probably could have turned things around, what would that have been?
Um, Honestly, within the team, I mean, probably I don't know. It's hard to say because
Yeah, sorry, that's a tough one.
it's hard because I mean we clearly like you guys can clearly notice like just like watching us play that one thing that we are like really weak is like in on communication, especially like when it comes to objective. You can clearly see like if you watch the game, I think it was game number one, the Dragons. Like instead of just commuting for stuff,
Mm-hmm.
we just dance around. So honestly, I feel like probably just more practice. I would say as a team, honestly. I would
Yeah,
just
that's
yeah
what I thought.
yeah I would
Just based
just
on your first question
yeah I
or
would
your
just
first
change the
answer.
way we practice or something because
Okay.
something is not working.
Yeah, so communication, maybe
Hmm.
commitment to the calls.
Yeah,
It kind of
commitment.
sounds
Yeah.
like. Yeah. And okay, I'll ask you one final question. Going into this, I kind of want to it's going to be kind of a bit of a two-parter, right? I want to kind of know about your experience with Bay State, how you've been enjoying that, and then maybe what you guys are going to be looking forward to in the next qualifier, bringing forward as an improvement of a team.
Uh, so far I like it at Bay State. Like, I mean, I like the school. Especially I like the location too. It's very nice where it is located. The team, I like the players. Like, I actually bonded with the players really well, so I get along with everyone. Like, I can tell someone, "Hey, you did this wrong," and they're not gonna take it personally because I'm actually saying it for them to improve, not for them to
Right.
feel down. And like that's the cool thing about us that whenever we say stuff to our faces, we don't take it personally. We actually take it as a like a compliment because he's trying to help me
Yeah,
improve, you know. But so far it's
that's
been great.
great.
Yeah.
That is very good to hear. Well, hey, we look forward to seeing you guys at the next closed qualifiers. And hopefully, now that you've kind of narrowed down some of those issues that maybe you guys have as a team, you can spiff those up and come back and take wildcard down in the future. But, we really appreciate being able to cast you guys. We appreciate seeing all of your improvement throughout the last couple of weeks. And of course, I appreciate you answering some of my questions. Thank you so much for doing one of these interviews. A lot
Yep.
of teams, a lot of players are not quite in a mindset. So it's good to see that you've got you got that stability going for you, and that's definitely a good thing for a player. So I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you talking to
Yeah,
me, and good luck with everything moving forward.
thank you. Now it's just time to hit the gym and release the anger.